Yes, it's Saturday, August 8th, and I have this 100-gallon pot full of bone-dry compost and wood chips. We're supposed to get 1 to 2 inches of rain if we get it. But what happens is, this is so dry that the rain will just pool up and run off the side. It won't soak in quick enough unless it's a slow rain that lasts like for 2 days. If it's a heavy rain and it lasts for a couple hours, it's not going to soak in. You'll come out here and the first half inch will be wet and the rest underneath will be dry. So what I'm going to do is water it with the hose and get it wet a good 8 inches, maybe a foot down. That way the rain will actually soak in and make its way to the bottom. And that way I could plant the corn and it could get a bath when it rains. Okay, I've watered this for 5 minutes and there's no water coming out the sides. And I dug down about 6 inches and hit dry dirt. That's what I'm talking about. It's so hard to get wet. The top layer, to get it wet underneath, you need to take the shovel with the hose running, or you can turn it off, dig some dirt up to where it's dry, get that wet, shut the hose off again, mix it up, or before you even put it in this pot, you could, if you have a wheelbarrow, you could put it all in there, or half of it, get it wet, then you could shovel it into this pot. That'd be the best way to get it wet, because you could actually leave it overnight in the wheelbarrow and let it really soak up. But of course it's going to be really heavy at that point. Okay, well, we planted these corn, Atomic Orange, July 26th, 2024. And you can see how big they are in that 50 tray. So there's 50 of them in there, or so. A couple of them I see didn't come up. Only 2. That's kind of strange. Something probably ate it. But anyway, they got to come out of there. So we have these forks right here, and how you can use these is kind of cool. I mean, there's tools where you can buy that separate out like this, and then you can grab the plant and pull it out of there. One way you can do it, since it's corn and it's pretty strong, we can just pull it right out of here. It's attached at the bottom. Most of the time you can do that. Otherwise, you can take the forks and scoop it out. Dig right down to the bottom. That way it doesn't pull on the stem at all. Pull it right out of there. Oh. At that point you can see it's getting root bound. You just take these roots and you kind of pull them out a little bit. It's not going to hurt it. You can actually cut them with scissors too. But if you just untangle them a little bit just by pulling on them and wiggling your fingers, you got some nice long roots. And then you just dig a hole and pop it in and plant it same height it was, maybe a 1/4 inch deeper. And you want the spacing to be 1 foot between each plant, even in this pot here. But we're, there's not going to be rows, it's circular, so we're going to put plants around the outer edge and maybe 1 or 2 in the center. Okay, well, we got the Atomic Orange corn. It's Heirloom by Baker Creek. They're great. You order and they send it right out to you. This corn is 60 to 80 days is when you can pick it. This fantastic Flint corn is from Montana breeder Ed Schultz. 3 to 5 foot tall stalks produce 10-inch ears with 8 rows of kernels ranging from sunburst to pumpkin to russet orange. It's good for making tortillas and decorating on Halloween. So we first planted this July 26, 2024, and now it's August 10th, 2024. So it's got a head start before it went in the large 100-gallon fabric pot. And notice I have divots in between the corn. Like somebody got in there with a golf club and they were trying to hit it 100 yards and they were putting divots all over. No. I dug those with my fingers because we're going to have like 1 to 2 inches of rain, and I just watered this, but it's not completely watered. It's only watered for the first 10 inches possibly. And even in there, you're going to find some dry dirt. So making these divots just before it rains, it's going to cause each one of those divots to get full of water, and it'll work its way down quicker into the pot.